Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Marina Mastros. Eric lost a bet this week, so now I get to break down The Mandalorian Chapter 5, The Gunslinger. But before we start, a reminder that Eric has been going back through each Star Wars film, pointing out new, overlooked details and analysis you didn't think about, starting with Rogue One. It's a really good video. Check it out if you haven't already by clicking the link in the description. Okay, here we go with Episode 5 of The Mandalorian. There was a lot of nostalgia and missable details in this episode, so I'm gonna do my best to fill Eric's big old man shoes. Let's go! First things first, big spoiler warning. Okay, got it. We open with the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda in a makeshift car seat, being chased by another bounty hunter. This guy has the gall to use Mando's own line on him.
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
Mando pulls a Top Gun pilot move and kills him, saying,
That's my line.
Mando arrives at a planet and is guided in by the Tower, who lets us know that he's going to Mos Eisley, the city of scum and villainy, where Obi-Wan takes Luke in A New Hope. That's right, baby, we're on Tatooine, and the nostalgia just keeps coming! The voice of the Mos Eisley spaceport operator is none other than Steve Blum, the voice actor known for playing Zeb Orrelios on Star Wars Rebels. Mando lands, and we see some pit droids from the pod races in Phantom Menace try to repair his ship. He blasts at them because Mando hates droids, and we see a curly-haired Amy Sedaris playing a lovable mechanic, Peli Motto. We also get a quick scene of her playing what looks like sabacc with her droids, which of course is the game that Han famously won against Lando Calrissian to gain the Millennium Falcon in Solo. Peli also calls Mando a womp rat.
Womp rat?
Which Mando affectionately called Baby Yoda in Episode 4 of The Mandalorian.
You little womp rat.
And is originally a reference to what Luke described shooting
Bullseye womp rats in my T-16 back home.
Moving on! Mando is still very much learning how to be a baby daddy because he straight up leaves Baby Yoda alone in his ship with every bounty hunter in the galaxy after them. Bad, Mando, bad! Get a baby backpack and take your little buddy with you, dum-dum! Don't leave him in your hot car with the windows up like a bad dog parent. Yeah. Anyway, the Mandalorian needs more cash to pay for his ship to be fixed, so we all start screaming as he walks into the cantina to find work. It's a little less crowded in there this time, and actually the streets of Mos Eisley are also pretty empty too. In George Lucas's original 1977 edition of Star Wars, the streets weren't very populated because he couldn't afford extras or costumes. In later editions, he filled the streets with CGI characters. So this episode making them empty again kind of throws us back to that original 1977 feel of a sleepy Western town. But times have still changed because instead of not serving droids, there's now a droid serving the drinks. The distillery tanks behind the bar are, as they were in the original A New Hope, props made from the heads of the IG assassin droids that appeared in Empire Strikes Back, that was IG-88, and in Episode 1 of The Mandalorian, that's IG-11. Inside the cantina, we see a couple of EV series droids manning the bar. Jabba employed one of these droids, EV-99, to supervise his droid staff in Return of the Jedi. And if you look closely, you'll also catch the little red R2 unit with the bad motivator from Episode 4 running around on Tatooine as well. Moving on! The droid bartender says the Bounty Guild no longer operates on Tatooine, and then we meet Toro Calican, a young bounty hunter, sitting exactly where Han Solo was sitting, where the now famous McClunky blaster battle took place. They must have repainted because there's no blaster marks on the walls, but he does have his feet up on the table just like Han did. Now, we hear talk of credits all the time in Star Wars movies, but it's very rare that we actually see what currency looks like in a galaxy far, far away. So far, The Mandalorian has shown us what Imperial credits look like. It's a thick silver bar of metal, and now we know what New Republic credits look like. Toro holds one as he calls out to Mando in the cantina. These gold coins stamped with the Rebel insignia appear to be what's in circulation now that the Empire has been overthrown and the Republic has been restored. Toro offers Mando a job helping him bring in Fennec Shand, played by the fabulous Ming-Na Wen. Toro really wants to just get into the guild, so he's willing to let Mando keep all of the bounty. And off they hop onto old Zephyr G swoop bikes from Attack of the Clones. They have a very cool journey across the Dune Sea and run into Tusken Raiders. Guys, this is just nostalgia washing over you over and over again. Mando negotiates passage and they run into a dewback with its rider dragging behind. This turns out to be a trap set by Fennec. There's a lot of details to cover in this episode, so before I continue, this episode is brought to you by Audible and their unmatched selection of audiobooks and other audio products. It's the time of year when people are traveling or running around trying to get thoughtful gifts for the people that they care about. Think about giving yourself the gift of Audible membership. Now is the best time to do it with a special offer of 53% off your first 3 months. Membership includes 1 free audiobook a month, exclusive sales, and 30% off all regularly priced audiobooks. Unlike a streaming or rental service, with Audible, you own your own books. I got Resistance Reborn on Audible. It's a prequel to Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, and it's about Poe, Rey, Finn, and the other heroes of the Resistance fighting back from the edge of oblivion. Who doesn't love a good fight back from the edge of oblivion? One of the cool features of Audible is that you can adjust narration speed, listen faster or slower. Sometimes I like to listen at faster speeds to channel my inner Eric Voss and consume all of the content. Right now, for a limited time, you can get 3 months of Audible for just $6.95 a month. That's more than half off the regular price. Visit audible.com/newrockstars or text new rockstars to 500-500. Okay, back to it. Mando and Toro wait for nightfall because Mando points out that she has the high ground, which is a nod to the scene in Revenge of the Sith where Obi-Wan tells Anakin,
It's over, Anakin!
I have the high ground! Which has inspired countless memes across the world. They have a pretty cool battle with flares and sniper shots. Fennec kicks Toro's ass, but they do manage to capture her. Now, this is important. In a conversation with Fennec, we find out that the planet where Greef and the Client originally hired Mando to find Baby Yoda, the one where he escaped from the Bounty Guild in a very cool battle with help from the other Mandalorians, is actually called Navarro. Now it has a name. That's all. Just has a name now. Okay, cool. When Mando leaves to find the dewback because one of the speeders gets busted, Fennec convinces Toro that Mando is actually worth more than she is. Toro agrees, but shoots her, wanting to keep all the glory for himself. Honestly, he's such an idiot. I'll admit, I was pretty pissed at this part because I thought it was a waste of a great actress, but more on that later. Mando finds Fennec's body and heads back to Mos Eisley on the dewback, which probably, honestly, isn't really that much faster than walking, but in the meantime, Toro has captured Baby Yoda and commits the biggest crime of the series so far, casually pointing a blaster at Baby Yoda's head. The Mandalorian kills him as he fucking should, because if he hadn't, I would have done it myself. Peli tells the droids to throw his body in Beggar's Canyon, ding.
He's just like Beggar's Canyon back home.
And Mando pays Peli with Toro's credits. Now, back to Fennec. I thought they had done my girl dirty here, but at the end of the episode, a pair of boots with a cape walk up to her body and whoever it is kneels down, implying that she might not be actually dead. I hope not, because she is so awesome. But also, who is this mystery cape wearer? There are a lot of possibilities. It could be Boba Fett or whatever character Bill Burr is playing, or Cad Bane, another bounty hunter. Personally, I think it's Giancarlo Esposito's new character. Yeah. Who do you think kneels over Fennec's body at the end? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to New Rockstars for all your Baby Yoda needs. I'm Marina Mastros. Find me on Twitter at Marina Mastros, and please feel free to tweet all the Baby Yoda memes at me. It's how I go to sleep at night. Bye!